Hello everyone, Panross776 back here on Anime Season Defense. We had a pretty good thing going on last season with Emmeryn, so I figured let's do the same thing again. Emmeryn, of course, for warp shenanigans, and Corner Kvasir, not an option this time, so we're running Corner Arvel instead. Gonna be fun with the big AoE coming back. Let's see how that works. Aside from that, pretty much everything the same on this setup. On the enemy team, we've got Ratatoska +2, Azura +1, Legendary Camilla, Naga +3, Veil, and new Nino +1. Not really many tank options here, but on the flip side, they have got things lined up for Bolt Tower. And it looks like Nino, despite that extra movement buff, not having the most buffs on the team, so Tina not stealing it. Now, as usual, we're going to have our good old problem, which is that Ratatoska does in fact out-trade Idun. I might need to think about switching up skills on Idun at some point, because at the moment she doesn't really run a lot of damage reduction because she's built to counter not Fallen Edelgard, who cares about Fallen Edelgard? She's built to counter Winter Edelgard, and Winter Edelgard does not care about that, but there are other units, it turns out. Now, Arvel here able to warp out the Divine Veins green, almost ruining our setup, but luckily Emmeryn able to move to where Idun was, and that gives Arvel the right square to warp out to that is not blocked by green, and, well, it's past turn 1, so Emmeryn extra action allows for some seriously wild teleportation here. Freya comes down the side of the map to get rid of Veil. Now, the green is doing a pretty good job nonetheless, so that is as far as we're getting, and the Bolt Tower does go off. So even though our units are normally pretty surprisingly tanky, well, having been Bolt Towered, that is no longer the case. They're all at 1 HP. Any unit that can do any damage at all whatsoever is gonna finish them off. As we see here from Camilla, from Ratatoska triggering Galeforce. Gonna take out Tina as well. They're out of actions, but on the flip side, yeah, looks like they are just about able to tank it. Maybe would not have been the same if both Freya and Joe Robin had chosen to attack the same enemy, but they split our damage and give the enemy a pretty easy clean up here to end things off. Not a huge problem, honestly. Yes, we did get beaten, but you know how many enemy units we killed here? We killed 3 of them. With 3 enemy units down, we're not even losing any lift from this. It's not a problem at all. By the way, who's taking 3 unit losses on the very first match of the season? What's going on here? I thought we were in the vault. Well, you know, as strange as it is, I cannot complain. After all, we're not losing lift. Next opponents here, duo Byleth, Winter Edelgard +2, Plumeria +3, Regin +5, Legendary Camilla, and Ratatoska +1. Again, looks like positioning, well, I was going to say positioning for Bolt Tower, but they lost their Bolt Tower to a catapult, and they're going to lose some units as well. to our funny little guys. Tina stealing from Winter Edelgard, pushing... Actually, was it Winter Edelgard we stole from? I'm not sure. Tina stealing extra movement from someone, anyway, putting us in range to attack. And Emmeryn letting everyone else walk up to form this very aggressive blob up here.
Have a wonderful evening.
By surviving the first combat with Winter Edelgard, the Emmeryn healing coming in very nice as well. Armored Blaze the second time around, we're gonna cut that down. And here he goes again. Camilla. Ooh, just enough damage to deal with Arvel there. Arvel has a pretty stacked res stat, as you can see, but not quite making it. And Ratatoska, luckily for us, finds the real trap, so we're still in it, buddy. Okay, Fred, 28 times 2. Well, that adds up to more than 50, so... Yep, that's Edelgard dealt with. Unfortunately not able to get Galeforce there, but Tina going to act as well. Holy Pressure pre-charged gives us the damage we need to slice down Ratatoska. And Emmeryn,
Got you something.
I mean, doesn't die. That's a plus, I guess. And that's decent damage as well. Unfortunately, not quite the right positioning to capitalize on that. Now, I can't help but observe some kind of pattern going on here. The last match decided to finish up despite losing 3 units, and, well, don't take this the wrong way, but these guys seem to have lost 3 units and are now running away from Emmeryn. Not able to run away far enough, but not going to matter because Emmeryn doesn't win this matchup anyway.
The Winter's
blessing.
Now it's just a matter of dancing around Idun to get those pots. And it looks like Plumeria has the damage required to finish Idun off. Yep, she does. So that'll be the end of the map. 2 battles in a row. The first 2 battles of the season at that. 3 units lost, and yet they keep playing anyway. What? Why? I mean, I said this last time, I'll say this time. We don't particularly care about 3-unit losses. Next up, Haith, Emblem, Ike, Safe, +3, Atari Azura, Duo Kagero, and Brave Gullveig. Okay. Again, not entirely sure what the angle they're going for here is. They were able to safe down Duo Robin, but no, it looks like the actual answer is just slamming into Idun with their Emblem Ike. Great Aether comes out. It is going to hit into our defense damage reduction. So we do survive that combat, and the best thing about the corner Arvel positioning, they're not able to decharge Arvel's special. We have the AoE whenever we need it, unfortunately. Emmeryn doing her old classic shenanigans of assisting someone a second time. So the AoE not actually going where we need it to, but it's fine because Duo Robin has this under wraps. Seems like they're not giving up yet. Gullveig trying to snipe out Tina. Sensible move. Oh, and then they surrender. Yeah, as long as they can't cut through Duo Byleth, which it looks like they couldn't, they don't really have a chance of pushing it any further than they did there. Good match. Might have gone a little better for them if they positioned Ike one tile to the right. However, next up here, say, Plumeria, Legendary Nana, Attuned Caeda, Elamine, and Haith. A lot of safing, a lot of hathing today. They're good units, so that's understandable. Looks like the plan here is just Attuned Caeda up front. Which one of our units is going to kill that? It's going to be Duo Robin, by the looks of it. Our Spectrum helps us out a lot, and the Astra. 98 damage. Your damage reduction is not doing a thing against that. That is the only kill we get, but by the looks of things, it is the only kill we need. So, nice try. Too bad it didn't work out for them. Next opponent here, they're running Plumeria plus 2 Emblem Ike, Say, Ivy, Legendary Guinevere, and Brave Edelgard at plus 10. Interested in seeing what the plan here is. It's a pretty risky plan because, yeah, your units have extra movement buffs. They did safe Duo Robin, but in a remarkable twist, we refresh Duo Robin. Thanks, Emmeryn, I guess. And Arvel finally free to do some absolute blasting with that AoE. Big damage. Tina next going to take care of Say. Duo Robin freed up to attack Plumeria. And, I mean, that's as far as the killing things goes, but Emblem Ike did not get a chance to get involved in that. Just completely ignored him. Said it before, strong units are great, but you've still got to use them right. Next up here we've got Elamine, Plumeria, Emblem Ike plus 1, 4 plus 1, Legendary Guinevere plus 3, and safe. So bonus doubler Ike. Let's see if he actually gets to keep those bonuses. Oh no, of course he doesn't. He has the most bonuses. Tina is taking those bonuses from you. And AoE doing its thing. Brings Ike down to 10 health, and he does have a lot of damage reduction, but he doesn't quite have that much damage reduction. Arvel cuts Ike down. Duo Robin getting in on it as well. Very nice damage there. And again, as ridiculously strong as we are, I was about to say that looks like as far as we're able to take things, but Duo Robin getting refreshed by the movement assist is always peak when that happens, able to sneak in one more kill against that team. Well, next opponent here, we're facing off against Ashera, +1 for Mirabilis, +10, good taste. Arcadian Altina, +10. Emmeryn, young Emmeryn, and Papaya, +10. Well, okay, Arcadian Altina, a unit that's caused us quite some problems in the past. But today is not the past. Today is today. And this one's +10. What are we going to do? We're going to go around her. Hi, Mirabilis. Mirabilis has a pretty high res stat of her own, so actually taking quite a small amount of damage from the AoE, but the AoE isn't the only thing we've got, and we are still getting there. One unit down. Now, about that Altina, well, to begin with, you know what I'm not seeing here? What I'm not seeing is Null-C Disrupt. So our staff units are free to attack into that however they want. Now, okay, not getting the kill turn 1, but we still did snipe out one unit. Looks like one unit loss is not enough to dissuade from though. Getting rid of Arvel is sensible, that AoE could do a lot of damage. Next, well, they're out of action, so nobody. Next. Emmeryn giving us the Harsh Spectrum again. Byleth attacking in this time with Supreme Heaven 52, not bad at all. Obviously some healing up being done after that, but again, thanks to the positioning of that, we are going around that Arcadian Altina. So far around, in fact.
Don't bully me.
I'm sorry, did you think that your tanks would actually get the privilege of tanking? Nope. A Spectrum doing its thing, protecting us from that special. Combined with the guard, we get Galeforce off. Admittedly, Galeforce not particularly helping by any stretch of the imagination, but it's nice that it happened. And Ilan finally able to come up front as well, and that is the end of that match. We did not get to shred that Altina in the end, although I think we could have done it, but we did take out most of her allies, and that is enough for us to win. Well, next opponent here. We're facing off against Regan. Emblem Ike, very nice hat. Arcane Plumeria, 4+1, safe, and regular Plumeria. She's +1. Using the Plumeria buffs on the Ike, little risky, I think, but well, they get away with it this time. Someone else was buffed up more. Well, get away with it may be a strong word. Maybe. Her Spectrum going to protect us from that big Ike special, and we Astra him into tiny little pieces. Next up, let's warp in and take out 4 as well, why don't we? That was easy. And again, kind of reached the limit of our warping, but does it really matter? I'm tending towards no, it does not matter at all. We blasted their Ike, buddy. We blasted him. Well, next up, ooh, this is an interesting lineup. Facing off here against Plumeria +2, Ivy +1, Safe. Okay, Murdock +9, Cervantes +10. Fine choice there. Very good. And Regan +1. Looks like the opener is Ivy into Byleth. Seven damage. Tanks for Supreme Heaven. And because this is the follow-up attack, Byleth a lot less damage reduction against this, does survive still. But the upside is that they're able to mostly back out. Not quite back out enough, I dare say. As you can see, by the fact that they're still in range. In any case, Joe Robin going to be the first one to attack into Murdock here. Murdock hits pretty hard. But Astra hits harder. Now, Murdock was protecting Plumeria. With Murdock gone, Plumeria is no longer safe. And moving up to that position yet again, choosing to keep up the fight. Ivy attacking into Joe Byleth again able to tank the Supreme Heaven, again the Luna on the follow-up. And this time it does kill. Means we're now kind of open to actual attacks here. Our Spectrum actually works pretty dang well against Regan, it turns out. No safe shell for you. But that is the end of their turn and the beginning of ours. Here's how we're starting things off. Big AoE damage. Cervantes maybe +10, but he is not surviving that. He is not. Freya comes in to take out Safe. And, well, depending on how things go, we might be able to wrap things up completely here. Yep, Duo Robin going to take care of Regan. That just leaves Ivy. I love it when the AI works out like that. Using the assist to refresh Duo Robin again, Iran stands in the perfect place. Let's warp in. Big Astra. Ivy is very dead. That is a complete team wipe. Cool to see those units brought. Don't get me wrong, very cool indeed, but they just could not stand up to our, well, what we've got. Well, few more matches left in the season. Up here against Safe, +2, Gullveig, +1. Oh, with the AoE pre-charge, Garrick, +2, Plumeria, +10, Kvasia, +1, the New Year's variant, and Valuria, +1. I can kind of see the angle they're going for here. Looks like AoE Gullveig as the initiator and the warp anchor, with the Fury build on her, and then once she's initiated, everyone else runs in and Galeforces. There seems to be a slight issue, however. a very slight issue that AoE Gullveig apparently missing the kill on our save unit there, so that just isn't happening, I guess. Well, it was nice seeing you. Better luck next time. Next up here, Duo Safe, Winter Edelgard, Atana, Arcane Tana, Hey, Regular Safe, plus 10, okay, and Arcane Plumeria, plus 3. Using the Tana as a guidance beacon to warp in that Winter Edelgard. Very aggressive move, able to get Winter Edelgard down to 1 hit point. On the way back out, though, they hit the real trap, and I think breaking that building was important part of their escape plan. So without that action, they're not escaping. Well, they are escaping. They're escaping by hitting the surrender button. And lastly, to close things out here, our final match of the season, we're facing Safe, a young Frederick plus 1, brave Marth plus 4, wins Dimitri plus 1, Vale, and a Shara plus 1. Going to be interesting seeing what their actual approach is that they're planning on here. Could be a Brave Marth angle, could be a Winter Dimitri angle, could be something else entirely, but looks to me like Winter Dimitri is the angle here. He goes in, he charges up no quarter. We survive for no quarter, but we're dying to the follow-up attack. And then what? Then they're just leaving him there, which, as you're probably well aware by this point, when the other team, our team, has Tina on it, leaving Winter Dimitri there all buffed up. Terrible idea. That guy needs his buffs in order to actually win fights. And without them, well, he's not winning fights, that's for sure. Some other stuff goes on. We get Emmeryn in the right place eventually to let Duo Robin get fighting.
Witness my strategy.
Astra, big number, 95, not bad. And that's 2 units down. I kind of suspect, yeah, Duo Byleth here not able to make that 3 units down. But whether that's actually relevant or not, we'll find out pretty quickly. Advantage triggers after we stole it from Winter Dimitri.
Victory is ours.
But with the Shining Emblem, Marth is able to take care of Duo Byleth. That takes our fast save out of the way, so theoretically they could have killed one of our units there if any of their ranged units were actually capable of it. By the looks of things, they were not. Well, that was a quote-unquote perfect season there. We did take 2 losses right at the very beginning, but those were losses with 3 units taken out, which I know I've said this like twice already, but that means we don't lose any lift, so we don't care. They may as well have been perfect for us. I'm really liking how this team's working out for us, both in Dark Season and on this Astra Anima season. They've been doing fabulously. Emmeryn, very fun. Tina is still one of my absolute favourite units to run, and Emmeryn actually makes the Tina setup a lot more consistent thanks to, well, 1, being able to rally even when we steal a lot of buffs, and 2, providing a whole lot of warping that just fixes all of our overlap problems instantly. It's peak. Well, in any case, let me know how you've been doing on defense this week. If you've been copying any of my strategies, I'd be very flattered to hear that. And, well, thanks for showing up. I'll see you all in the next one. Penrose out.